Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wildfire and Earth. My name's Bradley, and today we're going to be doing an 1111 portal reading for all of my light workers, shamans, and my beautiful star seeds of this amazing planet that we call Gaia. Right off the bat, before I even dive into the cards, I really feel like I've been just getting like massive downloads this morning. I ended up having to do some like tough work. For some reason, our dishwasher started growing mildew inside of it. And come to find out, it was because the thermostat wasn't using hot water and it was using cold water. So then, if we let the dishes sit there, like if I started them, during the day before work, that way I could, clean them out later that night, it was sitting too long and it was growing mildew in it. And so I really feel like, as disgusting and disturbing as that was to do that whole thing of cleaning that out, it's really a message for all of us during this time, especially moving into the 1111 portal, is to really pay attention to kind of the smaller things. Maybe some bad habits that we've picked up over this pandemic 2020. I'm really feeling like some of us are shielding too much and blocking in our own energy, and it's becoming stagnant, kind of like the dishwasher being closed, all day long, and building bacteria and things. Ugh, it's grossing me out, you guys. I know this is a tough message, and I knew it was going to be tough, but you guys are our light workers. You're my shamans. You are the healers. You are the music makers. You are the truth seekers, okay? I am not here to tell you what you want to hear. I am here to tell you our mission, to give us encouragement, to challenge us to grow, to be our best selves. And listen, none of us are our best selves. I don't care if you are the Dalai Lama. If you are still here on this 3D earth, you don't have it right. You would have automatically ascended and just poof, gone on into, 9D, 11D, and higher. You're still here in this 3D world because you still have something to learn. So let's dive into this reading, and I'm feeling a little bit of a discombobulated energy. Some of what I have to say in this message might create cognitive dissonance for some of you, because it might be telling you to do things that you're not used to, or pick up practices or study things that you have, blocked off, and you said, no, that is dark. We're being asked to really dig deep. This is the time of shadow work. We are moving from, we're like mid-autumn, and we're moving from autumn into winter here in the Northern Hemisphere. And it is very, very important for all of us to really kind of go like the trees and pull our energy inward and kind of turn our own gifts and abilities in on ourselves. So for you empaths, that means that your gift is actually reflecting back on you, or it should be. You need to turn that gift back on you. See where you need work. See where you have some imbalances, because we constantly help others figure out these and find stepping stones and to move forward. But so often we neglect our own internal work. And I really feel like that was kind of the dishwasher really sharing that message with me, that, don't neglect the small stuff. Really think about what you're doing. Pay attention before a problem gets worse. And I feel like this is essential to our mission here on Earth, is that we learn to take care of the small things. I feel like a lot of us know how to, channel, know how to deliver messages, know how to give healing, but we're here working on this physical life, the physical aspects of taking care of the body we are in, taking care of ourselves, taking care of the ones closest to us. Because a lot of the times healers tend to neglect their close family members, because we are, we do have to ask for permission before healing. We can't just bring it in. If it's an unwanted healing, it will not be an effective healing, right? And I think we learn that most with our family members, to shield and block. But right now is a wonderful time to ask your family members how they're doing, how they are feeling, because there are so many energies in flux and so many downloads and messages coming in that people are almost at their wits' end. And it's time to really focus on self and anchor in these messages, anchor in those light codes, and begin to heal the self. Because whenever you heal yourself, you have a healthy self. You know, heal thyself if you break it down. And it's really important that during this transition, especially from 11/11 moving forward into the new year, because of everything that's going on in our world, it is time for us to lead by example. Okay? It is not taking sheep and trying to wake them up or trying to shock people into awareness or trying to raise their vibrations. It's a little different this time around. It's time to lead by example, you know? And I feel like this is why kind of the New Age community, the spiritual community has been getting such a bad rap. It's because we've forgotten to take care of ourselves because we were trying to be like evangelicals, you know, going out and evangelizing and don't know what that was. Going out and evangelizing and, you know, trying to tell people, you know, you need to wake up, you need to see what's happening in our world. And we have lost some of that internal work and our own power. And we even have let, you know, negative energies and negative, maybe even negative entities enter into our sphere of influence because we were not being observant. We weren't aware. And I'm reminded of the watchman on the hill. You know, you can get complacent. And I feel like a lot of us, with as much as we've been working and as much as we've been doing, we have gotten complacent on the little things, taking care of the day-to-day necessities, taking care of one another. My cats are going crazy right now. So yeah, this is definitely resonating with some of you. And I feel like this also might be pissing you off. And here's what I have to say to that. Good. All right, let's sage. Let's take a moment to really just relax and cleanse our energies and tap into our true source. I really feel like that's what we've been missing. We've been working. We haven't taken enough time to return to center. It's time to return to your center and look at the mess that is built up. Look at some of the stagnant energies that are there. What I want you to do is just imagine yourself as a giant tree, your branches reaching up into the heavens, your roots digging deep into Gaia. And as you do that, feel the sensation of energy coming up from your roots and soul light pouring in from your branches and your leaves. Allow that energy to come up into your heart space. And allow it to blend and then shift directions, moving out of your head, out of your roots, all at the same time. It's this beautiful circulation of energy that's coming in. Yes. Cleansing you, breaking away some of those blockages, beginning to ease some of the anxiety and fear that's been building up. Remember, observe, don't absorb. We walk in the light, and yet we are of this world. We are a torch. We are the light. And we are bringing down those energies, sending them into Gaia, receiving messages back from Gaia and the collective, and sending them back up to our consciousness, our higher selves, so that they can send healing and downloads back down. It's a beautiful cycle, continuous cycle of growth. Beautiful. All right. I think it is time for some sage. What do you think? So I know that introduction was might have been a little triggering for some of you. I apologize. You are doing a great job. I am not here to knock you down in any way. I am here to help us all stay our best selves. And sometimes that means criticism. Sorry. And you have to realize that when I'm channeling these messages, I'm saying it to myself. I'm realizing I've been neglecting, my meditation, you guys, my work, because I've been so focused on the physical, so focused on just making it through. And that's not our job. We're so much more than that. We have so much more to offer this world. And yeah, it's up to us to be the example, okay? But we can't be that example if we're not walking the talk, if we're not doing the daily check-ins. I always tell so many seasoned practitioners, I feel wore down. I feel, I feel like I've lost something. I feel like I'm being attacked. And I'm like, go back to your basics. Go back to meditation. Go back to speaking with your guides daily. Go back to checking in, because that is your foundation from which all of your magic comes from. It's that well, and you have to have something in the well to draw from. You can't just keep continually drawing from yourself without recharging, without, doing it again and again. All right, so we're going to get into the cards. I'm going to start with this. The first deck is going to be the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. We're going to get that one to kind of get like, what is our directive, like our marching orders for this 11/11 portal. Then I'm going to jump into my Oracle deck, Nature's True Oracle, featuring the art of Gustavo Alba. You can check out the link below if you'd like to purchase this deck. I'm so excited to be able to be bringing this with you and being able to work with it more and more. It's a privilege and an honor to be doing this, and I thank you guys, and thank you for giving me the ability to work on this and to bring it to you. Thank you so much. This is going to help us kind of understand. I've noticed with Nature's True Oracle, what it does is it kind of points out what is in your environment, what is in your surroundings, kind of like, like things you don't notice. It's, there's a sensation of deja vu. It's like you've seen it before. There's also a word that escapes my mind right now, that there's things that you see every day that you don't see because you see it every day. Like your brain blocks it out. And I feel like Nature's True Oracle has an amazing ability to kind of highlight and illuminate those things that you're not aware of. So, that work that we're not doing, this, some of you might even be having indigestion because I'm getting like hiccups right now and like kind of cramps right here in my stomach and my chest area, and it's telling me it's the things that we kind of have pushed down, shoved down below, like in a box, and we don't want to deal with it. That's what this brings to the light. So if you're wanting one of those messages, or being able to focus on, like, what am I not seeing? Nature's True Oracle is definitely for you. Then we're going to jump into the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay, which I love. I think we need a little bit of some whimsy and some fun in this, so that's why I'm bringing the fairies in. They also tend to be very direct. They don't beat around the bush. They are very... you're a big boy, a big girl, or a big person, you can handle this. You're a beautiful soul, and it's time you learn this message, and they're here for that. And then I'm going to be pulling some last advice from our collectives. I might pull 3 each, because this isn't going to be a pick-a-deck reading. This is a general reading for everyone for the 11/11 portal. And if you identify as a light worker, a witch, a shaman, a star seed, or even someone that is just a seeker of truth, this reading is for you. And so I'm going to try to be channeling in all of these messages for all of our collectives, because you know we're all here, and we are the kind of like the mixing pot of the universe. Everything is here, all eyes are focused here, and our guides are here to work with us, and there's so many beautiful energies here on the earth that have never been here before or haven't been here in a long time. And I'll be pulling messages, last minute advice on the readings for that. I apologize that I'm in a different setting right now. And for the dishwasher sound, I know I've pointed it out probably in post because it was probably annoying me already. But I feel like that sound is going to act like a drum. It's going to trigger some of you. It's going to annoy some of you, but in a good way. It's going to bring up to the surface what you need to work on, what you need to focus on. So if it's triggering you, stop, pause the video, take a breath, find out why. Find the source. This is what this is about. This is what energy healing is about. This is what oracle work is about. It's about really looking at yourself. You know, at the Oracle of Delphi, emblazoned on top of the temple right before as you were walking in were the words, know thyself. And so you have to know yourself in order to receive the messages fully. Okay, and if you're being irritated like I am, you have some work to do. And so I am right there with you. I feel it. I do. I feel it, guys. And I am right in the same boat. I am not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm trying to give myself to you as a messenger. So please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to bring messages from our collectives and from our angels, and maybe even from our ancestors, and definitely from the Fey world as well. So the decks we're going to be using. So we're going to start with that Lightworker Oracle and find out what is our directive. I think I'm going to try and pull 3 cards, but you know, that's my idea. Spirit might have another one. We'll just go with the flow here. This is what we're going to do with this reading. We're not going to box it in. We're not going to make any expectations. It's just going to be what it is. All right. So, oh, geez. Okay. So I think I got a little more than 3 cards. All of these just literally like just jumped out. So let's take it from the top, okay? So our first card is number 18, Ascension and the Rainbow Bridge. Can you guys see that? Okay, there we go. I'll bring it in a little closer. I'm going to give you guys some time to look at these cards because they are very activating. They are a beautiful work by Alana Fairchild, and the artist of this is incredible. I don't recall the artist. I will put the link below for that because, oh, there's the train. Yes, this is very essential for you guys to see. So what I'm getting is that a lot of us, it's that internal work. It's that chakra work. That's why the rainbow is coming through. We've forgotten our basics. We've allowed energies to kind of steal our joy. I mean, we have this beautiful shining heart here, but it's having to work overtime. I'm almost hearing some of you, it's like it's gotten, you know how when your heart has to work too hard, it gets too big? I don't know what that medical term is, but it's like where your heart gets too big, and it's very dangerous because then whenever you're at rest, it's like it's almost like it collapses in on itself and it gets exhausted, right? And then look at all these beautiful light codes coming down. I mean, this is what we're getting, and it's because we're not taking care of this issue here. So our collectives, our soul tribe, our angels are really trying. I mean, they're giving us all they've got, you know, and it's up to us to pick up on our end, to pick up the slack, to anchor in the codes, and really walk that walk. You know, the rainbow, a bridge involves you actually walking, right? Okay, and then the next card is the first ray of power, okay? So a lot of us are definitely dealing with root chakra. Okay, really grounding in those energies, really anchoring into the collective codes and activations and messages that are needed, are essential. It's almost like it's source code directly coming in, and a lot of you might have been getting tripped up by some of the planetary alignments that have been going on. You know, I think there's something like 4 or 5 planets still in retrograde, and November is when a lot of them are going direct. So the time for it's all they're telling me like the time for healing is running out, so do it now. Do the work, stop avoiding it. I've been avoiding it too. I'm right there with you. This is speaking to me personally. So like for me, I need to get back into meditation, tap into my guides. The other day I went on a journey with one of my guides, and one of my special guides is a fox spirit, and she nipped me on the butt because I hadn't come to see her in a while. And I realized she was being honest, and it was deserved. I have neglected that spirit side because I've been trying to work on manifesting so much in the physical world, and keeping my health safe and happy, that I've gotten out of touch. And so it's time to get back in touch, get back with your guides. The eclipse is there too. Yeah, the eclipse is coming. We have that full moon eclipse starting a little bit of a kind of a chain of events. When this happens, a lot of things are going to be changing. And so they're wanting you to really, put on that spiritual armor, protect yourself, cleanse yourself, release what doesn't serve you, and call in your guides to help you do this. They can't help unless you ask them to. They need consent too. They need permission. So give your guides permission, give the angels permission, give your collective permission to give you all of this beautiful energy, because despite what is happening in the universe, they have a plan, they have a central mission that is really important that it unfolds here on earth, and your part is essential to the whole. So you have to hold your space, okay? Because you might be holding space for thousands, maybe millions of people in your area. You might be the only light worker in your area that is anchoring in this energy. So it's essential that you focus, that you tap back in, and that you receive this fully, because I'm definitely feeling a block. I'm feeling this blocked, and it's in myself, it's in you, and we need to shift past that. And then the rest of the cards are going to tell us how. I think it's definitely more internal work, more checking in, more giving permission for them to work through us. And compassion is what we need to remember. I know a lot of tempers have been flared. I know I've been personally attacked about this election, and I really don't support either candidate. I don't think it's a win for America either way. I've really got to stop saying I say it too much, and I'm never at a lack for words, so I don't know why I do that. So Lady Nada is coming through. She brings a beautiful message of hope, of healing, but her symbol is the rose. So you have to remember, a rose has thorns. Some of this work that we're being called to do is painful. It's the work that we have been neglecting so much and for so long, that it has gotten so deep into our consciousness and into our body that it is affecting us physically, this energy. And she's wanting you to embrace that transition, embrace the pain, embrace the tears, embrace the lessons. I'm also seeing kind of a Two of Cups energy. So if you're anything like me, you're hardest on the people that you're closest to. You know, we send healing to our clients and to our friends and distant family, and we work with them gentler than we do the people that we love and the people that, you know, we're not afraid to push. And they're in our lives to push us and we push them, you know, that's the give and take. But it's saying be compassionate. Don't let your temper rule you, you know, wait until the mud settles before you act. Take some time to walk away for a few minutes, distance yourself, and breathe before you act. And Lady Nada is also saying, you know, this is reminding me of the Rainbow Bridge again. So this is all part of the Ascension steps. This is all part of the plan, okay? I know you guys are tired of hearing the plan, Ascension, it's happening. And we have divine grace for that. 32, the law of efficiency. Okay, so they're definitely saying, a little humor is coming in here, work smart, not hard. Don't beat yourself up by saying all the time. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for using me, even though I am not always the best vessel. Sometimes I get it wrong, and sometimes my ego gets into it. I thank you so much for using me, even in spite of myself or because of myself. I thank you for that. And that's the message that goes along with this, is be gentle with yourself. Make a plan, is what I'm hearing. Make a plan for what you want to happen and stick to it. So that might mean beginning a meditation practice, follow through, do the daily work, do what needs to be done. I'm hearing clean out, to clean out. There's that again. Tap into your inner child. That's an interesting message for efficiency. Children are usually not very efficient, but they're saying it's the creative side that you're needing. It's this, you know, in the first two cards, it's those oranges. It's that sacral chakra energy coming through that is wanting to burst. You know, it gives us that foundation, that creativity, gives us the foundation to burst into the light, into the heart, into the higher chakras. And us light workers have a tendency to neglect some of our lower chakras, whether it be repressing sexual desire, whether it be neglecting hearth and home, heart, same thing, whether it be neglecting hearth and home or our partners, or it's focusing on those little things, finding efficient ways to help one another. And then lastly, don't forget your rituals. Don't neglect your ceremonies. Don't neglect your day-to-day rituals, the things that you do to stay connected, because they are essential to tapping in every day. They are essential for your health, your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. Practice what you preach is coming through here. I've been giving that message a lot, and I've been giving that message to my clients too, because I've realized I work with a lot of healers and psychics and other mediums, it's almost like I'm the psychic or the healer's healer. So I'm kind of a little difficult to work with because I see you through your facade of the healer or the psychic, or you think you have it all together. And this is what this is saying. Get back to what made you who you have become. Don't stop doing that just because you've made it. It's almost like just because you're married to someone does not mean you stop pursuing them. That's how marriages fail. You have to continue to pursue that person, to make them feel wanted, to make them feel essential, to make them feel desirable, to make them feel sexy. You have to do the same thing for yourself and for your spiritual practice, or you will lose that passion, that desire, that drive. And a lot of us have lost that drive. It's time to remember to go back to your ceremonies, to your devotions. Stick with the day-to-day stuff. My mom is a beautiful example of this. She has a daily devotional that she does at daily prayer time, and once a week she meets with some ladies from her church group to pray and minister to one another. And I've always thought that was so beautiful that she does that with diligence and efficiency, efficiency and remembering to stay in the order of things, remembering what is important. Reset your priorities right now, because our priorities have gotten a little out of whack. So let's dive into Nature's True Oracle to see how this affects. So those are the spiritual messages, right? That's what our collective is bringing in. I want you guys to see this all together. Hopefully I can fit it all in my hand. These cards are humongous. But there's a story here. There's a story being told. Ooh, this is not working. Hold on, let me shift gears here. There we go. So there's a story being told here. Okay. I'm trying my best to keep it all on camera. There's a story. So what is the story? Take some time to journal that. Pause the video, take a screenshot. And what is your story? What is your story with this as kind of the outline? Let this message be the outline and then apply it to your personal life. All right, now we're going to dive into Nature's True Oracle. I know, I'm so sorry you guys cannot see the table. The angles and everything are so hard to figure out on these YouTubes. I'll figure out how to YouTube someday, I promise. But today is not that day. I am a work in progress, just like you guys. So let's see what our messages are for this. We have the sacral chakra coming through. Funny that I just said that for that first card. We have light orbs, messages, downloads coming through. All right, are you just going to reiterate everything this last oracle deck just said? All right, so Lady Nada is being paired with Lord Ganesh. Divine grace and efficiency is being prepared with orator. So some of you might even be speaking, or maybe you need to speak your truth. And lastly, seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony is the meek, 33. So we have we have a 33 and a 44 coming through for that last message on there. That is really awesome, actually. Really intense, strong energies there. And on the bottom here, we have, ooh, shiny. All right. On the bottom here, we have the Djinn coming through and solitude. Yeah, so this is all like internal work. And next is the Magus. So it's remember your magic. remember your manifestation, how your negative thoughts, your negative patterns, negativity can, you know, become reality. It's very essential that we remember that. So the Rainbow Bridge, ooh, okay. So the Rainbow Bridge is being paired here with the sacral chakra. We have numbers 18 and 12, which is a 9 and a 3. So you might be seeing 3s, 9s, maybe even 44s. That is synchronicity for quite a few of you, I am hearing. So it's remembering your unlimited potential and ingenuity and progress. And it says I feel. So some of you, okay, that message is coming through loud and clear now. Sometimes the last horse crosses the finish line a little later than everybody else. But you've been blocking off your feels, okay, and that has led to your angels trying to talk to you so loudly and so strongly, especially during Samhain and the blue moon energies, and even leading into that, that they have not been giving you any peace or relief or happiness. It's almost like they've been bombarding you, bombarding you and just not leaving you alone, because they're like, you have to feel. You have to feel that, like, don't shut off your emotions, don't shut off your feelings. You can't just shut off one or two. If you try to dim one, it dims them all, and it has consequences. And it's important that you press on through that message, through that learning, okay? Because breakthroughs are there. Breakthroughs are in the pain. Breakthroughs are in the feeling. Gratitude comes from healing. This rose energy here paired with Lord Ganesh is just like, work through the pain, work through the heartache. Why is it triggering you? Why are you wanting to pull back? Don't pull back. Go forward through it. A lot of the times, especially with clients with chronic pain, I have to tell them, go through the pain. You're spending so much time on trying to stop it and avoid it that you're missing the message. Is it telling you to slow down? Is it telling you to get up and do something? Are you not listening? Are you taking on too much responsibility? Those are all messages from pain. And if you're neglecting it and not moving through the message, then you're missing it. And your angels are getting frustrated just as much as you are. So you have to work with them. And divine grace, the law of efficiency. So this is orator here. And I like the orator, and it's going to take some skills, okay? This is not something that is just instantly mastered. No, it's not something that you just easily get. It takes work, it takes dedication. I was born on the 23rd day of July, and trust me, I know all about hard work. I have ADHD. I also was told whenever I was a younger child that I could not read very well. Here's the deal though. It's because I didn't want to read about Jack and Jill and stupid Frosty the Snowman. I was at home reading ninth grade level books in second grade. And it wasn't until my teacher noticed, it wasn't that I wasn't getting it, it's just that I wasn't challenged. And so some of you feel like you're not challenged enough, but the challenge is yourself. The challenge is formulating your truth enough that it actually makes a difference and that you actually live by it, that you believe your truth. Because I'm getting from this message here that you've been rejecting some of your truth. You might have shame around it. You might have been told to be quiet or not to sing or something of that nature. Something tried to squish your fire, your passion, and the orator wants that to come out. It's a very timely message for you. And it says sharing is caring. Your story is important, and the story that you tell yourself is important. You need to speak kindness, speak gentleness, speak healing over you, because you are the light worker here. You are the magic maker. You are the one that is kind of like the glue that keeps your system and your family and your friends, and they kind of look up to you. And if you're falling, there's no hope for anyone else. So you have to, here I see this orator. He, to me, I see a man speaking into a microphone, but he's also kind of the watchman at the door, standing with a sword, his hand on a sword, ready, prepared. You have to be prepared for times like this. I mean, nobody saw it coming. We had like feelings, glimpses, but nobody saw the whole. So we have to always be prepared to nurture and take care of yourself. Speak over yourself healing. Okay? And lastly, you are never too good to do self-work. That is what this meekness card's here. Don't step into righteousness with this. Don't think you're better than anyone else, because Spirit knows. Spirit knows what you've been neglecting. They're calling me out right now. Spirit knows what you haven't been doing. Spirit knows that you haven't been tapping in and you haven't been talking. And it's time. It's time to get back to those basics. It's time to get back into it. And they're reminding me, that's what got you where you are. Why would you stop that? And a lot of people think, well, it's because I'm working on this. And they're like, no, that's not how that works. That's not how the higher magic works. You have to do the basic on top, or, on the foundation in order to do higher magics and higher healings, right? You have to have the basic foundation. And if you're not laying that foundation, you're building a house on sand, and it will just be washed away whenever times of trauma or, pandemics come in. It's lost. So a lot of us are feeling called out. A lot of us succumbed to fear, illness, and everything else during this time. And it's because we weren't doing the basics. We weren't going back to our place of power. We weren't returning to our source. And it's essential that you do that. Just for you, but especially for the people you're working for, because you're nothing but a hollow instrument if you're not filling up your cup. You're not giving what you could, right? All right, let's see what the fairies have to say. Hopefully they're going to be a little gentler. They usually are, but sometimes they can be whimsical and a bit tricky. All right, so we've got a couple of cards coming through. Music. Coming through first. Next, we have go outside. Get out there in nature. You have been cooped up far, far too long, living in fear. Yes, even you, and it's time to transform. So this is going to be a beautiful transformation for all of us. And it's almost as if we can hear the call, and we've been hearing it the whole time. We were misinterpreting it. And it's because the music was foreign to us. But music is the language of the soul. So if we weren't in the heart chakra, it was untranslatable. It might have affected certain areas, certain ways, but it wasn't getting the core message there. And then with going outside, it says, I want to read what this card says down here. It says, it's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel it one with your habitat. It's interesting that that's popping out because I led you guys through that tree meditation. The best way to do that is outside, actually leaning against a tree or sitting near a tree, or, setting in a tree, really, and that leads to transformation. That might be a ritual that you need to start doing daily to balance your energies. Because if you're just shielding without cleansing, that is the wrong way to do it. That would be like putting on clothes without taking a shower. Ew, you're still gonna stink. yuck. So you gotta wash yourself. You have to cleanse yourself. And this is that going outside, getting fresh air, getting the energy flowing, move. Even if it is cold where you are, get outside, feel it. Tap into the nature's energy, because Gaia has codes that are lifting up as well as coming in. So it's music. It's that call and response, right? You know, like a lot of songs have that, where they have, the lead singer does the call, and then like the chorus comes in with a response, right? Da-da-da-da-da. So you have to remember that you're a part of the great symphony. But if you are cooped up inside, not working with the energies and shielding yourself all the time and not opening up, you're not hearing the messages, you're not hearing the call, okay? And it's time that you did that. And lastly, we're going to get a message from our Star Seeds Collective. So I'm going to draw one for the Star Seeds Collective, one for the Lightworkers Collective, and one for the Shamans and Witches Collective. So 3 distinct messages for you. So for you Lightworkers, who did I say first? Star Seeds, let's just do Star Seeds first. That was amazing. The attention span of a goldfish, you guys. I'm serious. That was bad. All right. So, Star Seeds, here is yours. Pay attention to your dreams. The universe speaks to you in your dreams. Your collective has been trying to reach you. Keep a dream journal. It is time to pay attention to the music around you, the music of your soul, to focus on the messages that are trying to come in. If you are seeing past loved ones, if you are seeing friends, call them up. Call them up. You can't call past loved ones, but you can talk to them. Talk to them in the spirit, and try to get that message. And if you're being brought up with like loved ones or friends or people you haven't spoken with in a long time, reconnect. It's being told you need to reconnect in some way, especially. And then for our light workers, have strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. All right, so for a lot of us, that is really important right now. We need to remember that no matter the outcome, it is positive. It is ours. It is our choice. We are manifesting this. Do not give in to fear. Stay in positivity. Cultivate that foundation so that whenever fear rocks the collective, you don't go down with the ship. You have to remain calm. Be the captain at the helm here, okay? And for my witches and shamans, vision, trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. My witches, my shamans, it is time for you to create, create, create. The dark goddess is walking with us right now. The god has gone down to the underworld, and she has walked down with him, and she has become Persephone, not of the spring, but of the underworld. So it is time to kind of tap into those shadow mysteries, divination, trust in visions, especially. I'm not just seeing your vision, I'm seeing vision as well. The visions are being given. Tap into those and kind of research them, focus on them, reiterate them, maybe reaffirm your vision. This is a perfect time to do that. And down at the bottom of this deck right now, we have light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. So a lot of you that watch my videos, it's time. Stop standing in the shadows. Get out on Twitter, get out on Facebook, get out on the street and talk to people. Show them your light. Show them your potential. Live up to your potential. It is time to be this in the world. Stop hiding. Release the fear of persecution. I'm hearing release the fear of persecution, and I'm being told to show this picture here. You have 2 choices. You have 2 choices here, okay? And release the fear of persecution. Step into your power. You are light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to this world. They need you. We need you. Okay? I need you. I need you to shine. Because when you shine, you help me shine, and we help one another. We light each other's flames again and again. And that's why we're supposed to connect, so that whenever you do connect, I feel like a lot of you feel like you are a stranger, alone in a crowded room, and you don't know anyone. You don't know these energies. It is uncharted waters. But whenever we tap into our soul and our higher self and do the job of tapping into our collective and our guides, they make us feel like we are part of something more. And they make us realize that we are connected to all things and to everyone. And we're no longer a stranger. We are a welcome, beloved guest. So thank you all for letting me give you this message for 11:11. I know it was deep. I know it was tough. it kind of rattled some cages inside of me too. And I'm right there with you guys. I love you all so much. And I'm sending you all love and light. Many blessings. Don't forget to check out the links below. Don't forget to subscribe, pick up my Oracle deck by me and Gustavo. We're very excited to actually be putting something beautiful and powerful and healing into the world where it's much needed. And I'm so thankful for all of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. And thank you for always believing in me. That means the world to me. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.